I used to wash the house myself because I got a machine in the garage.
All right, so I'm sitting here at my desk. I'm getting some work done, and I got a message from Jill's office, who is our new answering service. And after reading the message that we just received, I thought that it might be something valuable for everybody watching to kind of see the interaction and how we deal with questions like this. So I'm going to read the I'm going to read the message. And this is from Gregory over at Jill's office. William, a new lead, called in and was looking to get a quote for having the exterior of his house washed and wanted to know if we used our own water. Red flag number one. And if the quote would be cheaper if he decided for us not to use any cleaning solutions and only use water. Red flag number two. I directed him to our website for an estimate and tried to verify his name, address, and email, but he declined to provide this information. Red flag number three. So just told us he will go onto our site. If he does decide to get a quote from us, he will do it there. Please let us know if you'd like to reach back out. So I don't want them to reach back out. I am going to reach back out to William. But before we call William, I did want to talk about one thing, and that is the fact that it's very important to vet your calls, vet the customers before you invest a tremendous amount of time and energy. Now, I know immediately reading this that this guy is never going to buy anything from me. He is never going to be my customer in a million years, right? A, I know he's not going to want to pay my price. And B, all of the red flags, they're just saying, hey, Mike, don't call William. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to call William just to kind of prove a point that you don't want to waste a ton of time, especially when the writing is on the wall. So this is why I do remote quoting. This is why I started doing remote quoting like 10 or 12 years ago, because I eliminate tire kickers. Now, this one was easy to do, but there are some that you just don't know if they're going to be a tire kicker, if they're going to be an actual customer. But with a few questions and just getting their contact information, looking at the property, using something like 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗲 so you can map it, you can see a street view, you can get them a quick estimate, super fast, super efficiently, super professionally, and then you can move on with your day and keep doing the things that you need to do in order to make as much money as you can possibly do. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's call William.
Yeah,
Yeah, is this William?
yeah,
Hey, William, this is Mike with All American Pressure Cleaning.
yeah.
Uh,
I see your name.
what's that?
I see your name.
Okay. Yeah, I was just calling you back to see if there was something I could do for you.
Well, I wanted to know how much y'all will charge for 1,500 square feet house to be power wash
Okay.
without any chemicals.
Oh, no chemicals?
No,
Why do you not want to use chemicals?
because my house, the siding on the house don't need chemicals. All you gotta do is put that pressure water on it and they're gonna come off.
Yeah, that's not how it works, actually. We don't want to put any pressure on your house. It's the detergents. Now, it's my understanding that you probably were trying to not use chemicals, so it would be a little bit cheaper.
No, man, that ain't why.
Oh, okay.
I just told you why.
Gotcha. Yeah, pressure is the wrong way to clean a house. If anybody comes over there and uses a pressure washer on your house, they're harming the house. They're causing damage, even if you don't see it. But that's the last thing that you want to do to clean a house. You want to use the detergents to kill any of the organics that's on, the mold, the mildew. Kill that. Remove it softly and gently with a soft wash system.
Well, I'm gonna say this to you. All that mildew and stuff, it don't stick to that siding. If you take the soft wash and wash my house off, it'll be bright as day.
Okay, but
For some reason.
got
Okay, let me say this to you. For some reason, the mildew and stuff come right off the house once you put that water on it. It just comes right off. And maybe that's how they designed that vinyl on the house, and when you wash it, it just runs right off. You don't need to.
Gotcha. But the thing about it is, so and I can give you a price with just using water, and I can give you a price doing it the proper way using the chemicals, which is actually what the vinyl manufacturers recommend. They don't recommend pressure, and they definitely don't recommend just using water, because the mildew and the mold, any other kind of organics, is actually growing, right? It's just like your front lawn. If you've got
I know mildew grow.
Right. And so if you don't kill it, it's going to come back immediately. If you just rinse off what's on the surface, then it's going to come back immediately. So you want to kill it, you want to treat it so it doesn't come back, in 6 months, in 9 months, in a year. If you do it properly, the way that the manufacturers recommend it and the way that our company has been doing it for 21 years, then you're going to have a much better job done. And I know what I'm doing, and I only would do it the right way for our customers. And if somebody was to say, "Hey, Mike, can you come over and wash our house and not use chemicals?" I'd have to decline and say, "No, sir, I can't," because it's a disservice to you. The price is the price, regardless if we use chemicals or not. But we'd love to take care of your house, and I'd love to show you that a soft wash service with the low pressure, utilizing the right chemicals to clean properly, it's the way to go. And it's going to keep your house cleaner a lot longer.
Okay, I'm gonna say this to you. Okay, the county own a tree that sits just slight off of my property, and that tree caused the mildew to come on my house. Okay, and I have to have my house washed once every year, because the mildew gonna come out of that tree back on my house each year. Okay, my house technically about the only house in my block have the mildew on it, because I don't want to cut the tree down.
Right.
We have to breathe off the trees, so I know that environment about the trees, and you're cutting enough trees down now. So you don't need to cut the tree down, because the tree help us breathe. What I'm saying to you, that every year I have the house washed, even before I got the age I am now, I'm 73, I used to wash the house myself, because I got a machine in the garage, okay? And I know what I have to do to my house to clean it. This is why I would recommend not the chemical on my house, okay? Because I know what I have to do once a year.
Right. Hey, can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
What did you I'm sure you're retired now, right?
Yes, I am.
What did you do when you were working?
Well, I used to work hard.
I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only reason that I was asking that is because I would never go to your job and tell you how to do it. And so calling a professional company and asking them not to do the right way, I
I understand your point of view. Don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying, but I was explaining to you my situation, how I was doing it over the years.
right. And
And if I could get around the cost of what you gonna charge me, and which I know, that's why I stopped with these kind of companies with y'all, because y'all were charging me too much.
what do you think? What do you think you should pay to have? And what do you say, it was a 1,200 square foot house?
That's a 15.
Okay, 15. What do you think that should cost to have somebody that's licensed and insured come in and clean it for you?
Okay. To come, in fact, I don't even have the whole house washed. Okay, I have the two sides washed and the front washed. The back I don't, because it don't never get dirty.
Gotcha.
Okay, and on top of that, you're gonna use my water for one thing. Okay, I want that to be deductible out the cost of what you're gonna charge me.
Okay.
And if y'all didn't use no chemicals, but you insist on putting chemicals on my house, in which I'm not going to let you do that, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I had wanted that deducted out of the cost.
Right. So, yeah, I get that.
But you know you're going to do it your way because that's what you do, and I understand that. And if I'm going to hire you, I'm going to have to accept that. But I'm not going to accept that. I don't care if you got insurance. I got insurance. If you get hurt on my property, I'm think my insurance going to try to cover that too.
But what?
So, therefore, you got insurance. I got insurance.
But what if?
I would allow you own my property if I didn't have insurance on my house.
I know, but what if I broke your window, or maybe my truck ran into your car in the driveway or on the, you know, would your insurance pay for that, or would you want me to pay for it?
Well, my insurance cover me.
Gotcha.
Okay, don't your insurance fix if your vehicle get run into, the other guy insurance fix your vehicle.
Gotcha. And so do you, and I'll deduct the cost of the insurance that I have for my company off the invoice for you as well, right? Because you've got insurance.
But you're not going to get a chance to run into none of my vehicles because I'm going to move them out the way when you come.
Okay, good. Well, that sounds like a plan.
I tried to let you come.
So
like we're going to have a problem because you're going to want to do what you want to do to my house, and I don't want you to do certain things to my house.
Right. Well, it's your home, and you decide. So we'll do whatever you want. Well, we won't do whatever you want. I want you to be happy, and I want you to get the best results where you don't have to clean your house every single year, because we're going to come in and we're going to use sodium hypochlorite, which is going to kill all.
You ain't going to put that on my house. That sodium hypochlorite, that got all the kind of chemicals in it. I tell you, that tree comes up, that stuff out of that tree every year comes and gets on my house.
Right.
Okay.
Do you ever use?
I have to wash it every year.
Do you ever use?
House wash every year.
Do you ever use bleach when you're doing your laundry?
Well, I use what I use bleach for. If I use bleach, I use it for things like in my bathroom, if any mold, I'll keep the mold down.
Right, and that's and that's what sodium hypochlorite is. So sodium hypochlorite is bleach, and that's why we want to use it on the outside of your home to keep the mold and the mildew down, just like in the bathroom. But what do you think it should cost to do the two sides of the house without using your water, without using any kind of chemical, and without having insurance? What should I charge you?
Well, what I say to that, I will let you charge me about $125 to $150.
Gotcha.
That's what I'll let you charge, because you're not you using. I don't know if you use my water or not, but you use quite a few gallons of water of other people's water.
Right.
And so I feel like that should be deducted.
Right. Then that's all included in the price. But for your
you charge. Okay, so if I go along with whatever you do, what you charge?
Our minimum price is $250. And so that's what I would charge you.
That's what I was trying to get a price from you all, and then the man who I was talking to wanted to find out my phone number, which it came up on the caller ID. So I was trying to figure out why he had wanted the number, so now I know why he wanted my number, so he could have you call me back.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just business is business. You gonna handle your business, and I'm gonna handle mine. And I don't work hard my whole life and paid for my house. and I kind of, care about things about my house because I have to live in it.
Yes, sir.
And so, therefore, I watch the house more closely than people who are renting houses. So, what needs to be done, I know what needs to be done to the house.
Gotcha. How about this?
Over the years.
I get it. This is what I want to do. I want to come to your house. I want to use your water. I want to use chemicals to clean it properly. And I want to charge you $50.
No. You know why?
Why?
If the point in my life, $50 don't move me no more. Okay, because I don't work and put money in my Social Security, so I get enough money to take care of myself. And another thing with that, I'm not going to let you put no chemicals on my house. Okay, since I had that siding put on my house about 14 or 15 years ago, no chemicals were used on my house for one time. And after I found out that, I didn't have that man who was doing my house to use those chemicals no more because I had done went out there and washed it myself without the chemicals.
Gotcha.
Okay. And so therefore, I'm not going to let nobody put the chemicals on it. Let me tell you something else about my siding on my house. You could take a big brick and throw it and try to break that vinyl up on my house. The house is that vinyl is not going to break. But I tell you what would put a hole in it. You know those weed eaters and stuff?
Oh, yeah, they sure will.
Now, that will put a hole in that vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I had to have it replaced. And so therefore, when the guys come to cut my grass, if I let them, I tell them, make sure y'all don't put those weed eaters on that vinyl. Y'all gonna have to pay me for that.
That's right.
And so therefore, they don't. I do call one.
Do you let them use the lawnmower when they come?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how the yard set up.
Gotcha.
To use the lawnmower.
Okay. Well, hey, if you decide that you want to have us come out there and do it, I'd be more than happy to do it for you for $50.
No, but your deal is to use the chemical
the chemicals that do it the right way, the same chemicals you use to clean your bathroom so you don't get sick. But hey, it's okay. I was just trying to do something nice, but you
appreciate that. Don't think when you get old like me, you appreciate things when people try to do for you. I don't take things like that for granted. But we both know you're going to do it your way to make sure it get right, and I want to do it my way because this is what I was doing over the years.
Right.
Okay. And so it worked that way for me. I don't want to cut the tree down because the county don't ask me if they want to cut the tree down. I tell them no. If I tell them to cut that tree down, ain't none of that going to get on my house.
Right.
Okay, because it's really not going to stick. But that tree is something else. Well, anyway.
Well, hey, it was a pleasure to talk to you, and I hope that you can find somebody, and I know you will, that will do it your way.
Yeah, there's a few people, they come by and ask me about that.
Right.
And they want to use the chemicals like you do.
Right.
But they be saying about the chemicals when I tell them that.
Right.
And they going to do it just like you. They're going to do it that way because they want to make sure it did right. And they want to make sure it's clean so I won't have no complaint. But
That's
I know if you put that water on it with some pressure, it's going to come right off.
Gotcha.
For some reason, it don't stick.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate your time today. Thanks so much.
All right,
Okay.
you too, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling me back.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Okay, so that was a good guy. And I wasn't sure how that call was going to go, but I tried to explain to him the right way to do it, and he kept saying everybody tells him that's the right way to do it, but he doesn't want to do it the right way. He wants to do it his way. And sometimes you just got to walk away. I really did want to go help him. I wanted to meet him. He seems like a nice guy. I'm sure he would be great on camera. All right, guys, that is it. Thanks for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. A little bit different than normal, but it is what it is.